Before Messi, before Ronaldo, before even Maradona, there was Pelé. He wasn't just a footballer, he was football, a kid from Brazil who turned a game into a global obsession. He inspired generations, broke records, and united people through joy. This is the story of the boy who became a king, and the king who became a legend. This is Pelé. Edson Arantes do Nascimento, the world would know him as Pelé, was born in 1940 in Três Corações, a small town in Brazil. His family was poor. His first football wasn't even a ball. It was a sock stuffed with rags. His father, a former footballer whose career was cut short by injury, taught him the basics. But the magic? That was pure Pelé. Even as a child, he moved differently, as if the ball was part of him. At just 15, he signed with Santos FC. Just imagine, barely old enough to drive, but already ready to dazzle the world. By 16, he wore the legendary yellow jersey of Brazil, and soon the boy from Três Corações would become the youngest player to ever score in a World Cup, and the youngest to win it. 1958, Sweden, a 17-year-old stepped onto the world's biggest stage. His name? Pelé. Few outside Brazil had heard of him, but they would never forget him. He scored 6 goals in the tournament, including 2 in the final. At 17, he made grown men cry, defenders fall, and the world fall in love with football. In 1962, Brazil defended their title. Pelé started strong, but was injured early in the tournament. Yet even from the sidelines, his presence lifted Brazil to glory. Then came 1970, the peak of Pelé. At 29, he led Brazil's golden generation to a 3rd World Cup. His header in the final, his pass to Carlos Alberto, pure genius. Football at its most beautiful. 3 World Cups, a feat unmatched to this day. More than trophies, Pelé gave the world memories, unforgettable moments of joy, wonder, and greatness. He didn't just play the game, he redefined it. While Pelé shined on the world stage, his true kingdom was Santos FC. From 1956 to 1974, he turned a small Brazilian club into a football powerhouse. He led Santos to 2 Copa Libertadores titles and 2 Intercontinental Cups, conquering not just Brazil, but Europe's best. For nearly 2 decades, he dominated every pitch he touched. 1,281 goals in 1,363 matches. Over 90 hat-tricks. The youngest ever to score in a World Cup final. The only player to win 3. Pause. These aren't just stats. They're myth-level numbers, and they belong to Pelé. In 1975, Pelé did the unthinkable. He moved to the U.S. to join the New York Cosmos. People laughed. Soccer in America. But Pelé wasn't just joining a team, he was planting a flag. Crowds followed him. Celebrities showed up. Soccer in the U.S. had found its icon. Pelé didn't just play. He educated a nation, lit a spark that would grow into today's MLS and World Cup dreams. From the streets of Santos to stadiums in New York, Pelé's career wasn't just legendary, it was revolutionary. Pelé didn't just play in America, he changed it. He brought football to a land of baseball and basketball. And for the first time, the U.S. took notice. But his influence went far beyond the pitch. Pelé used his fame to uplift, to inspire. From children's hospitals in Africa to refugee camps in the Middle East, he showed up, not as a celebrity, but as a symbol of hope. In 1994, he was named a UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador. His mission? Peace, education, unity. He spoke for those without a voice, and people listened because it was Pelé. He wasn't just an athlete. He was an ambassador of football, of peace, of humanity. Pelé proved that the world's most powerful language might just be a ball at your feet. Every goal, every celebration, every child kicking a ball barefoot in the street, that's Pelé's legacy. He didn't just inspire a generation, he shaped the soul of the sport. To Messi, he was an icon. To Ronaldo, a reference. To Mbappé, eternal. For the legends of today, Pelé was the blueprint. On December 29, 2022, the world said goodbye to the king, but it wasn't silence that followed, it was applause. Legends never truly die. They live on in every dream they inspire, every match they shape, every heart they touch. Pelé wasn't just the king of football, he was the heart of it. Before Messi, before Ronaldo, there was Pelé. He showed us that greatness doesn't come from wealth or status, but from passion, heart, and love for the game. Pelé made football more than a sport. He made it magic. The king may be gone, but the dream he gave the world will live on forever. What's your favorite Pelé moment? Let us know in the comments. And if you believe in football magic, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to remember the king.